All right, move on to a different subject. Joe Rogan turned down Rumble's $100 million offer to leave Spotify. He is staying put. Vivek Ramaswamy is with us. Rogan was not, surely Rogan was censored, wasn't he? I used to think it was just social media that did the censoring. Now it looks like it's the audio platforms getting into the act as well. What do you say?
Look, I think that it's our culture, right? We're just seeing symptoms. Sometimes it's social media companies. Sometimes it's corporate America. Sometimes it's now podcasting platforms. But I think that Spotify made a real mistake here. I think they had an opportunity to differentiate themselves. They paid $100 million to a $100 million deal to bring someone like Joe Rogan onto their platform in an exclusive way. This was an opportunity for them to say that, you know what? We prize actual diversity of viewpoints. I say this as somebody who actually disagrees with Joe Rogan on a lot of issues. I disagree with a lot of what he said on air. I think he should still be able to say it. And you know what? If you want the mainstream view on COVID or vaccine policies or anything else, read the New York Times, watch cable television. But if you want an alternative perspective, this was a place to be able to get it. And I think the new culture has looked to silence any form of dissent. And Spotify could have distinguished themselves, but they didn't. And I think that was a failure of their CEO.
Vivek, it seems to me that big tech is actually trying to put us all into a kind of intellectual straitjacket. Do you see it that way?
I do see it that way. I mean, I think this is what George Orwell worried about, except he worried about it in the form of government policy constraining free speech amongst his citizens. What he didn't quite foresee is the ways in which private companies and a culture could actually be even more culturally totalitarian than just the government itself. That's the moment we live in today. But I also think it creates an opportunity. The opportunity that Spotify missed is an opportunity for somebody else to be able to wake up and say, you know what? We actually do prize free speech and open debate. And yes, I may not agree with what you want to say, but if I'm going to have a podcasting platform, part of what that means is to give voices to people that I disagree with. I think Americans are now hungry with it. They're fed up with the censorship culture, and that's an opportunity.
An awful lot of companies have to look at their own employees, their woke employees, who will revolt if that company puts out material which the wokies don't like. They kind of get ambushed from within, don't they?
Well, I would say if you work at a podcasting company and a platform and you say, I don't like what somebody said on that podcasting platform, I would say, great, express yourself and then actually get back to creating value for the company. And if not, you probably shouldn't be working at a podcasting company. You should be working for a political party instead. That's actually ought to be the message. And in a certain ways, leaders aren't leading their employees. It's like a parent who ultimately wants to be led by their children. CEOs should lead.
They're scared of them. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Vivek, I'm out of time, but come back soon, please, sir. Good stuff.
Thank you.